I'm on my way to pick up my sleep apnea equipment, my new sleep apnea equipment. I have my old machine. I'm glad to be getting this new one because that old one was just, it was doing the job though. I ain't gonna lie. It was doing the job, but, it was time for an upgrade. Anyways, my title, trying too hard to impress, relationship values. Okay, y'all, so this is the scoop, okay? So I do still talk to men, as friends, but I'm not looking for any relation. Okay, y'all, got to excuse that because y'all know when I come down this way, anyway, excuse me, y'all, because I don't know, I'm just congested this morning for some reason. But anyway, the first guy, he looked like a nerd, okay? He had glasses, the fade haircut, a little short, and I'm steady saying, things that were equal to a friendship quality. But he was like, I have a foot fetish. And I said, well, I'm not interested in being with nobody that has a foot fetish. And then he proceeding on to say, how many kids do you got? Do you got a job and stuff like that? And I'm like, dude, I just told you that I'm not interested in talking to anybody, not even on a friendship level, that has a foot fetish. I mean, I'm not into stuff like that. I don't care. Go get as many feet as you want, but you're not going to get mine. I have ugly feet, okay? For one thing, I have ugly feet. I live in the country where we walk barefooted and all that. Come off on a woman is talking about is you going to pay half the bills. If that's all you're looking for is these halves, then and on bills, then you're missing the point of having a relationship. A woman is more than just paying your bills, okay? And not to mention, he didn't care that I had my own bills, okay? Women, y'all might better wake up and realize that you have your own bills that you got to pay. You can't be supporting these men like that, just because they say it. No, it's foggy out here, y'all. But anyway, I just didn't agree with that. I mean, first of all, you a man. You supposed to be able to live within your means. If you can't afford to pay your bills, then that's an issue you got. That's a financial impairment that you have, not me. You looking for a roommate, okay? So he got kicked to the curb. Then this next guy, oh my God, looked nice and everything. And his profile was he's a truck driver. And I said, okay, I know the experience with truck drivers. I know how they basically are and stuff. And, it is what it is with them. You might find a good one. You got to pick through them, just like anybody else. You got to pick through them. You might find a good one. You might find a horse one, okay? Because some truck drivers, not all, some of them are just, horse in a way. They love to visit town to town. My experience is he's impersonating Tyler Perry as Medea and all these comical men who play lady roles, and immediately I got turned off. It was too much. It was too much trying to impress me that he's a funny dude, but yet not really spilling the beans about who he really is. And so that turned me off. And then he said he had 8 kids. And I'm like, Lord have mercy. I'm really not trying to. Look, if I don't mind dating a guy with kids, but 8, that's a lot. I mean, he paying child support and most of the guys, let's be real. Okay, let's be real. If you find a guy that's got that many kids, most likely they're looking for a woman that can help them financially, okay? I mean, they ain't even got to have that many kids really though, but they're looking for that financial help because of child support. And so immediately I was turned off. I was disgusted by his fake comedy. He was not funny to me. He was not entertaining to me. And on top of that, this brother gonna have the nerve to hang up the phone to talk to somebody else and tell me that, oh, your call dropped on your end. Now, if my call would have dropped, my phone would have told me. But that lets me know that he's already trying to manipulate somebody into believing that their phone is messed up. No, boy, go back. I don't play games like that. And so when the so-called phone dropped, the call dropped, I said, okay, so I'm not going to worry about that. I'm just going to go on and finish doing my routine that I do in the evening. But he going to call back 30 minutes later talking about what happened to your phone. Yo, I'm laughing at how I said that, though. He said, what happened to your phone? And I was like, what you mean what happened to my phone? I said, that was on your end. Baby, no, it won't. It was on your end. Something wrong with your phone. I said, ain't nothing wrong with my phone. It was on your end. And then about 10 minutes into the conversation, it happens again. Mind you now, I'm already pissed off because he's trying to be too funny, and this ain't no time to be funny. You know, there's a time and a place for everything, but when you first talking to somebody, you know, I don't want to know all that stuff about you like that. I mean, I'm glad you letting it out in front of me, but I definitely did not care for that fake comedy. If you're trying to be a comedian, meeting a woman is not the place to do that, okay? I mean, we want you funny, we want you loving, we want you loyal, but we don't need all that extra career stuff you got going on in the background, because first of all, you got to make that happen. Ain't nothing I can do for you. You got to make it happen. And so I felt like he was really just trying to buy time over because somebody probably didn't hurt his feelings. That's what I feel like. And to me, that was a no-go, because I was like, it just was not funny. So I guess what it all boils down to is the guys that have been attracted to me, they actually think I have low self-esteem. And it's crazy because at one point I did have the low self-esteem a few years ago, but I don't have that low self-esteem now. And a few years ago, before I, learned all this stuff about narcissistic abuse and, learned who I was, I would have accepted that. That's scary to think that I would have accepted that right there. And I guess my question is, how many other women feel like that if when they're in the state of having low self-esteem, that they would accept a man just being all stupidly rude. I mean, these guys were stupidly rude, and I, just thinking a few years ago, that I wouldn't even been attracted to them, and I would have accepted that. So I'm thankful for my progress, and that I did reject the bums, because they was not good for me. So they bums to me. They are what? Waste of time. I am glad I rejected the what. Speaking of what, y'all, go over to my Plus Size Grandma fan page and get your what t-shirt. Waste of time. I'm going to do some black and white ones, because I think that'll be really pretty. Some black and white ones, or either some red and black ones. Yes, I got to do it. Go get y'all a Watt t-shirt, okay? I'm wearing my anxiety tee today. But y'all go get the Watt ones. Or whatever you see on my page. Just get it. It's my Plus Size Grandma reality show podcast on Facebook. And I will have the link up. It's on my page, okay? Okay, so back to the Watts. They were Watts. If I ever seen a Watt, that was a Watt. All three of those guys were Watts. And they were looking for a woman who was going to take care of themselves. And like I said, not take care of themselves, they were going to take care of them. But like I said, if I had still been in a position of low self-esteem, I would have actually went along with that. And I'm not going to be ashamed to lie about that, because I have chose men that were like that. knowing good and well that they didn't mean me any good, but I felt like I was so lonely, which I wasn't really lonely. I just didn't know myself. I felt like I was so lonely that I just had to have some type of attention, and a little piece of a man is better than no man at all. But that's a lie. You can have a whole man. You ain't got to have no piece of man. And that just really, ugh. And on top of that, I wasn't looking for no man. It was friendship. I wish people would, take time to learn what friendship is. Because I don't feel like you can have a good relationship if you are not friends. Your husband should be your best friend. Your wife should be your best friend. If you got anything to say, you should be able to say it to that person. If you got any disagreements, it shouldn't turn into fighting and fussing. You can have a healthy argument. And those guys were just so immature. I mean, the guy said he had 8 kids. My God. There's nothing wrong with having a big family. I love a big family. But don't think you're going to throw your family off on me. Oh, no. And ain't nothing wrong. Listen, y'all. Ain't nothing wrong with blended families. I mean, that may be where I be one day, but not today. Not today. I ain't trying to blend and play stepmommy to nobody right now. Because when I go in, I'm going in with my everything. Well, not my everything. I used to go in with everything. I'm going in as a woman of God. Let me put it like that. And when I go in as a woman of God, that does not require me to be everything to you. And I think people need to understand that it requires me to do what I need to do for you out of love, but not be your everything. Because if I be your everything, what am I going to be to me? That means I'm going to lose all of me. And I feel like even if you get married, you still should hold on to you. You're going to be as one, but you still have your own identity, okay? But you still going to identify as husband and wife, okay? Unify. You're still going to be a unit. But he's not going to have all of your head. You're not going to have all of his head. And what I mean by that is sometimes when people get married, they don't unify for the better. They unify for the worse. And so this means that,
In a quarter mile, turn right onto North Carolina 5 South Beulah Hill Road North.
Okay, y'all hear my woman is talking. My GPS name is Jaquisha, which happens to be my sister's dog name, because we named all of our GPS systems Jaquisha. I don't know how that happened, but we did. Okay. I feel like
turn right onto North Carolina 5 South Beulah Hill Road North.
I got you, girl. I need to stop out there at that store and get some of their hand sanitizer wipes. Because when I tell y'all they got some good wipes out there at that store, they got some good wipes out there.
Continue on North Carolina 5 South for 3 miles.
3 miles. All right. I got to roll, too, because my appointment is at 10:30. And I'm like, it's 10:24. Okay, so let me clear that up, what I was saying. I feel like husband and wife should unify. But I also feel like in that unification, you still got to be true to you. That's what I'm saying. You still got to be true to who you are, true to your feelings, true to your emotions, true to how you love a person. You got to be true. And I think sometimes people get in relationships and they go in with the false self and don't enjoy the relationship because they're so fake. Because they're fake, so they don't enjoy the relationship. I don't want to go through no more junk like that, no drama like that. I want to enjoy the relationship. I want to enjoy the man I'm with. Whatever we doing, I want to enjoy it. I want to enjoy being able to speak my mind and not have to walk on eggshells. God, that man's got a belly on him. But he out there working though. Little sexy fat. Yes, it is.